2B to Operator 6-0. All allied units down. The operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain.
Understood.
Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in.
2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board.
This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed.
We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can.
Understood. H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed. B down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B, we need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain.
Understood.
Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Is that our target?
Negative. This enemy is unrelated. Proposal. Dispatch it as swiftly as possible.
You don't say.
Laser communications recovered.
2B, I'm transmitting your pod program.
Pod program download complete.
Your mind.
No.
Oh, I've got.
Exit.
Surveyed the entire factory, but couldn't find anything resembling our target.
Maybe they, I don't know, moved it somewhere? There should be another facility across that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but should we check it out? It's not like Command to get a location wrong. I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
I wouldn't bet on that.
Alert. High-power jamming detected. No response from long-range communications.
Doesn't matter. I'll just take him out. Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in.
2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board.
This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed.
We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can.
Understood. 12H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed. B down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
Down. Down. Assuming captain's duties. Multiple surrounding enemy air units confirmed. Requesting permission to assume mobile configuration.
Permission granted.
operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain.
Understood.
Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Is that our target?
Negative. This enemy is unrelated. Proposal. Dispatch it as swiftly as possible.
You don't say.
Laser communications recovered.
2B, I'm transmitting your pod program.
Pod program download complete.
Your mind?
Cup. No.
Oh, I've got.
All right. Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in.
2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board.
This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed.
We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can.
Understood. 12H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed. B, down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
E down. Down. Assuming captain's duties. Multiple surrounding enemy air units confirmed. Requesting permission to assume mobile configuration.
Permission granted.
Captain, I think... 4B down. To Operator 6-0. All allied units down. The operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain.
Understood.
Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
My name...
Cup, no.
I've got a...
All right.
Exit confirmed closed.
So open it.
Negative. Nearby enemies are jamming our signal.
Nothing's ever easy.
Alert. Bulletproof apparatus detected on enemies. Close range combat is advised.
I know. I surveyed the entire factory, but couldn't find anything resembling our target.
Maybe they... I don't know, moved it somewhere? There should be another facility across that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but should we check it out? It's not like Command to get a location wrong. I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
I wouldn't bet on that.
Alert. High power jamming detected. No response from long range communications.
Doesn't matter. I'll just take him out. Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in.
2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board.
This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed.
We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can.
Understood. 12H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed. B down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
E down. Down. Assuming captain's duties. Multiple surrounding enemy air units confirmed. Requesting permission to assume mobile configuration.
Permission granted.
Captain, I think... 4B down. To Operator 6-0. All allied units down. The operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain.
Understood.
Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
mind?
No.
Oh, I've got...
All right.
Exit confirmed closed.
So open it.
Negative. Nearby enemies are jamming our signal.
Nothing's ever easy. Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in.
2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board.
This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed.
We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can.
Understood. 12H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed. B down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in.
2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board.
This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed.
We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can.
Understood. 12H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed. B, down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in.
2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere.
Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in.
2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board.
This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed.
We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can.
Understood. 12H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed. B, down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
Down. Down. Assuming captain's duties. Allied units down. The operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain.
Understood.
Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Is that our target?
Negative. This enemy is unrelated. Proposal. Dispatch it as swiftly as possible.
You don't say.
Laser communications recovered.
2B, I'm transmitting your pod code.
Pod program download complete.
Your mind.
Cup.
So,
No.
Oh, I've got.
Our.
Exit confirmed closed.
So open.
Negative. Nearby enemies are jamming our signal.
Nothing's ever easy. surveyed the entire factory, but couldn't find anything resembling our target.
Maybe they, I don't know, moved it somewhere? There should be another facility across that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but should we check it out? It's not like Command to get a location wrong. I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
I wouldn't bet on that.
Alert. High power jamming detected. No response from long-range communications.
Doesn't matter. I'll just take him out. I never quite realized how beautiful this world is.
The commander's put me in charge of your maintenance, ma'am. That means I'll be performing
never quite realized. I never quite realized how beautiful this world is.
The commander's put me in charge of your maintenance, ma'am. That means I'll be performing regular checks on you from now on.
If anyone is listening to this, there's something I need you to do.
Now, when I find the button. Now.
For me, so I just hear that.
All right, everyone.
No, they
hey,
were
gamers.
whispering it.
Hey, gamers.
Okay, we're live. We're live.
Hey,
Guys,
wait.
we're live. We're gonna do it. Okay.
Yo.
You ready for the countdown?
All right.
Oh my god,
Count us down.
Hello.
Holy shit.
Let's go.
Quiet.
All right.
They're counting down.
So let's start. We're gonna go on go. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go!
Good luck. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jesus. No.
Good luck, guys.
What have I
Everything that
Good luck,
lives
everyone.
is designed to end.
What are we doing?
We are perpetually trapped
All right. Let's
in
not
a
stay on that channel.
never-ending spiral of life and death.
Hello, everyone. Welcome
Is this a
to
curse?
a
Or
extremely
some kind of
chaotic
punishment?
idea that
I often
was
think
dreamed
about
up
the God
by,
who blessed us with
I
this
think it was
cryptic
mainly
puzzle,
Amay at first.
and wonder
Didn't Amay
if
go
we'll
around
ever have
asking
the
everyone
chance to
stuff?
kill him.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So this is a 22-person Nier Automata race, which has been chaos to organize. I'm Rod.
To be here. All units
I've
have
been on here a
penetrated
few
the strap
times, and I'm
sphere.
joined by
Autopilot
Will.
systems green across the board.
Oh, hi guys. I'm William.
This is
I go by
Operator
Damage
6-0.
Glitch
All
online.
units confirmed.
We've passed the 50
I'm super
kilometer
excited to
threshold
commentate
and
this
are
race.
proceeding toward the
I
target.
think it's gonna be a lot of fun, a little crazy,
Once you
but
reach their anti-air
Definitely a
defenses,
little crazy.
proceed to manual attack formation.
I don't
Then
know
destroy
how
the
they
Goliath
managed
class
to
unit
dig
by
up
any
22
means
people
necessary, and gather what data you
for
can.
this race.
Understood.
and
we
how managed
had to go back a couple years for sure.
Yeah. So we've got some people who haven't run for a
Full
while.
range down.
Where is
All
she?
units
Myth's in
activate
here,
manual
I
mode and rely on
believe, unless we
visual to
forgot
evade.
where she is.
Myth is on your top row beside the May.
Okay,
Origin point
yeah,
of long
there she is.
range lasers
She hasn't
confirmed.
ran in like forever. Just so much.
Segoy is back.
Segoy's been
11
yeah.
feet down.
Lots of new
Our
runners too.
HO229
Some
That's what I was
of
about
them
to
are
say.
pretty.
effective.
Yeah, there's a bunch that I'm like not as familiar with.
Oh
But
my god, Riker with his trails going is crazy.
yeah, some of them are using a
Enemy
race
unit
mod that
sighted
has
ahead.
trails. You can see that actually in like the top middle with Riker.
Requesting
Oh my
permission to
god.
engage.
Permission granted.
So, just for people that aren't familiar with Nier Automata, I'll give a quick synopsis. The game takes place in an alternate reality of the Drakengard universe. It's set about roughly 9,000 years after the events of the original Nier, where humanity has evacuated Earth to the moon due to a ongoing like 5,000 year war between alien invaders that send machines to Earth and the androids, which were the humans' response to combat the aliens. And at this point in the story, we are following 2B and their squad, who meets up with 9S in the prologue, and those two will kind of be in tandem for the rest of the run as they perform their duties fighting the aliens.
Yeah, this first little intro, you have some other characters with you, but if you can't tell by the size of the game, they're all terrifying.
Relatively quickly. It's
Yeah.
kind of embarrassing, actually.
Yeah, so this introduction part is called the shmup, the intro shmup, where they do the intro monologue, and then there's a bunch of enemy waves that spawn, and they're all the runners know the patterns of these spawns. So most of the strategies here are around positioning yourself right and shooting things as soon as they spawn, slightly off the screen.
The operation is compromised.
And also using your heals. So you'll see some of them getting hit intentionally, but that's like to get rid of some of the larger heals that they just don't.
Data on the local terrain.
Yeah, and that just makes menuing a little tighter for the rest of the prologue. Gets them out of your inventory.
Yeah, and the inventory gets wiped after prologue, so they're not like losing it. Oh man, look at all the spaghetti on it.
Who is that besides Xanaru?
Where? There's so many of them.
Second row.
Second row. Oh, they don't have the name up. Oh, I don't. Oh, it's scoofed. Okay.
Oh, it's scoofed. Okay.
Good lord, that's a mess. Normally the game doesn't look like that.
This is what we mean by Nier's art, by the way.
Yeah. So I do know that because of how we're doing this, like it's not perfectly synced all the videos, but it looks like Percy got out first. I do know.
As expected.
Yeah, which is oh my god, look at how close she looks. I guess strobing lights warning on a lot of this.
Alert.
Oh my goodness, it's a raid.
No.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
That's so bad. I've never seen this like this.
So as we're getting out of the shmup here, 2B's mission here is to destroy a... I don't even know what you would call it. A Goliath-sized machine.
Yeah.
Is the classification. That's what 2B and their squad were sent to destroy, with the backup of the hacker classes like 9S, which they are supposed to be rendezvousing here, but 2B was the only survivor of the landing, so...
So yeah, it's just her fighting this giant spinner boy.
Unrelated. Proposal: dispatch it as swiftly as possible.
You don't
And
say.
here they're also going to do a melee attack up. I think this is the first one we use, so we don't use one
Laser communications recovered.
and do a bunch of damage glitches to quickly kill this boss, and then just wait for some dialogue.
This is another fight that's pretty scripted out, as long as you don't make a misinput. There are RNG attack patterns, but they are all within a 3 to 4 second variance of each other, so...
You're 2B.
I think trying to look through all of these Percy's furthest, and in the stream at least.
Looks like it. Alice is actually really close behind Percy, going for the crane skip at the moment as well.
And we've also, yeah, we've got a bunch that they're currently in Silo 2. That's what we call this, right? That was Silo 1.
Right. Correct. Yeah, Percy's going through Silo 2 now, taking care of the flyers. Gonna try to hit a decent laser here, which he does.
Nothing's ever easy.
And yeah, all these enemy spawns are the same every time, so it's just about getting to them quickly and doing crazy bridge skips. That method of doing it's insane. The like pod spin.
Oh yes, this is my preferred way to do it as well. I think it looks the flashiest and it's also the fastest, so it's always nice when the swag factor is also fast.
Well, and we have the first technical issue of Percy's stream freezing. Which is,
Okay, we accounted for that? Maybe we can pull up another runner in the meantime.
We can. Give me 1 second. Let's see, who's far ahead? Crazy Land's pretty far ahead, I think.
Yeah, Crazy Land just hit a really nice God Laser as well in Silo 3.
I'm gonna only fiddle with Percy's speed to get that back.
Alert. Bulletproof apparatus detected on enemies. Close range combat is advised.
I know.
Actually, it looks like Percy and Crazy Land are actually on pace with each other.
Oh yeah, they are.
Both leaving within a second of each other out of Silo 3. We'll see if Percy goes for his,
Whoops,
yep,
that
he gets
is
it.
not what I meant to do. That is double crazy, and I meant to click Percy. They are too close. This is what I meant by there will be some scuff in this stream. There we go.
I surveyed the
So now we got
entire
Percy
factory,
in
but
Crazy
couldn't find
Land.
anything resembling our target.
Pretty close. Percy's just slightly ahead, I think.
Moved it somewhere?
Let's see, I'm looking around. Is there
And
anyone
we
else
have
further?
our second encounter here with the big chainsaw hand man. We call this guy Marks.
There should be another facility across that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but
Percy actually having to go for an extra melee buff to make sure he hits the damage threshold.
I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
This is odd. I'm not used to
I
seeing
wouldn't bet on that.
someone be this neck to neck with Percy.
Yeah, there is a chance of stream delay too. I'll throw that out there. They're
That
all
is-
a
that
bit
is-
different,
I'll just take
but in our heads we can imagine they're really cool.
It's like just about everybody is either making it into Marks or in the middle of Marks.
And now we need to find out if they get punches or not, too. So part of this next encounter that Percy and Crazy are both on, there's a chance that after this little cutscene plays, that they'll get stuck with an attack that loses them 22 seconds, if I remember right. Or like 20 seconds.
Roughly 20 to 21, I think.
Yeah. There's ways you can try to improve your odds, but you can never 100% guarantee it. One of those ways to improve your odds is like doing pod slow-mos to get the punches attack into the cutscene. That takes one out of the pool of possible attacks that can be given.
And you'll see both Percy and Crazy doing that now. The 3 little bars above the pod show that you're charging an attack. When you charge a pod attack, it slows everything except you down in the game, including terrain mechanics like the roller coaster that we'll see later.
Clap loses you like a second or something, and it's fine.
It's 2 seconds.
2 seconds, yeah.
Nothing too crazy. You can't get mad about Clap.
I'm trying to watch if anyone else got punches. It's hard because you need to know if they hit the cutscene or not yet.
Yeah, it's hard to know which phase they're in.
I'm looking for like the cutscene skip. Or if they're still slow-mo. So Slammin' still slow-mo.
Looks like Slammin' got, did he?
No, he's slow-mo, mate.
He's just slow-mo.
Yeah. Amaze going into it. Does he get punches? Amaze got punches!
I'm going to destroy.
In the top right, you can see what sadness looks like. And right now, that's Amaze.
Yep, you just get to stand there for 20 seconds and watch your timer tick while he goes through this extra animation.
Myth's going into it too. And she got missiles. So Myth's good. I think... Did nothing get it? No, nothing's good.
Oh yes, which pipe are people jumping on? That's a very important question.
That is. I think Percy and Crazy both were left pipe, right?
Alert.
Yeah, they both went left pipe?
From below. Proposal.
And then Myth is left pipe.
Xanaru is going right pipe. He's a true gamer.
Real answer is no pipe. But,
yeah, Aliarch will combat us on this, but right pipe is superior.
Yeah. Say each their own. Treated Alex Starfree go. That's probably optimal. It's true. I may nose pipe it. Alright, we're reaching the end of prologue here.
Looks like it. Everybody else should be catching up within next 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, there's no one got like owned too bad yet. I mean, okay, you can still die here if you're really rusty, but everyone's, we're kind of close. We're kind of close.
9S.
9S black box signal detected. No response to.
Looks like everybody is out of Ingalls, minus Ashley, who's still dealing with the auto-scrolling portion of Ingalls.
Evil D is still in it too.
Evil D is still in it as well. There's a lot of streams.
There's so many streams. I'll be like, no, only this person's doing it. Nope, the answer is probably there's just so much to pay attention to. So you'll see both Percy and Crazyland doing some pause buffering. That's to try to get the dialogue to end right as an attack ends, so that Ingalls immediately goes into the very last phase of punching and not into another long attack. Just another micro optimization to the prologue. So I do think that's going to be Percy out first. Is anyone ahead of Crazyland in this game?
It's Tom?
I don't think so. Icarus is close. He just got his phase transition as well.
I found a weakness in the target. Hacking in to provide support.
I'm trying to pay attention to see if anyone gets double hits or not.
Oh, true. Yeah, it's possible that when you do these final swings, you don't have to do as many of them.
The control.
It looks like Percy didn't.
Use your pod.
Yeah, it's
Should be able to.
I'm still not convinced it's even a replicable tech that you can do, but
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever gotten it. although I never really tried.
It just happens.
Yeah. There's some strategy to it you have to do with it, but I never tried.
Now we're going in the first bunker section. This is basically the home base for all of the Yorha android forces.
Infiltrating
It's way up in space, and then they use their flight units to drop back down to Earth to go on their missions. And this is where they can repair, upload their data, etc.
You get the first true boss, the main one.
Yes, it is the bane of my existence for sure.
And then after that, it's just gonna be. Oh, actually, Alice's stream is ahead. Wait, has Percy behind now? Am I crazy?
It's a good question.
Wait, no, I'm crazy. I'm forgetting how this game works. Percy's ahead.
Yeah, Percy is ahead. Yes.
I thought they were on this later section of movement. They were on the earlier one.
Very important, guys. Remember to save your data at save stations.
Every time.
Oh! It almost looked like Percy missed the dialogue there, but he got it. That was really clean.
All right.
And it looks like
we're about to be going into our next shoot 'em up section.
Yep. As we have some people ending the previous one right here. Everyone's on they're pretty much the same phase. Slam and Ashley and Evil D are neck and neck. As Percy and Crazyland are really close.
They are close, actually.
Huh? There's.
So, when in doubt, assume Percy is ahead. That is always a fair assumption to be made. When he's not allowed to reset, he's usually just ahead.
Be sure to save often.
Yeah, we can just assume based on the latency difference of everyone streaming. There's different lags. I'm sure they know who's in the lead. I bet that channel's chaos. There's like literally 20 of them in there.
Better head for the hangar.
And they are all memers.
Units. They're way too expensive for us.
And this this shmup section is just like the first one in Prologue. Everything is pre-scripted, so it's just about memorization of the patterns of the enemies, and you can either clear them off screen or take out a large chunk of them at once with a heavy attack. The only RNG in this section is whether or not that last enemy decides to shoot lasers or decides to do a spin at you, which the spin will cost you about 2 or 3 seconds compared to the other one.
Alright.
2B, you're going to have some new weaponry installed from here on out. I'll put up instructions for you. Make sure to commit them to memory.
Roger.
And going into this next section that you see Percy at right now, we've come to Earth in one of the destroyed cities as a result of one of the wars, and we're meeting up with the android resistance, who are separate from Yorha, but work in tandem with them, staying on Earth and combating the machines through guerrilla warfare.
Yep, and we've moved into a different type of movement as well. Earlier on, we were mostly doing dash chaining, and now you'll see that they're all punching to move forward. And this is the faster form of movement for now. Eventually, we'll get to some other types that are a bit better. I also realized we've been listening to the main audio. Let me switch to Percy's audio.
It's a really cool feature of this game and the run that the movement tech evolves over the course of the run. So you start out with baby mode, dash chaining, and then you'll see once we get past the Bouvar fight, the movement starts to upgrade considerably.
Oh yeah.
Operator 60 to 2B.
Yeah, I definitely like spear dashing.
It is time for your regularly scheduled contact.
This is 2B. Nothing to report.
Good to hear.
So here you'll see Percy and
today?
Crazy going on the fetch quest.
It's fine.
They're just gonna go pick up some items. They don't need to kill these enemies, so you'll see them slow-mo just to keep them from hitting them.
That should be enough.
And then they'll go over to some other enemies where they have to kill a certain few. We'll drop items.
Claim most of the central area. big plants
Oh,
too.
that's the fetch quest.
Report. Records show that vegetation has grown to an abnormal size since the departure of humans.
Looks like
Wonder
just
if there
about
are
everybody
huge boars and
is
such,
landing
too.
at this point, at least.
Yep.
Actually finishing up her last shmup along with Slammin'. But
And
still all within a couple minutes of each other.
Okay,
No
yeah,
one
it's
is
everything
gapped
the supply
too
trader
quickly
asked
yet.
for.
Yeah, everyone's pretty close, and there's like groups of people, right? So we got Evil
Man,
D,
these
Ashley, and
chores are a real
Slamming
pain
are
in the
all
butt,
like neck and neck.
The Resistance
Crazy
is a
Land,
valuable
Percy are
ally
neck
to
and
your
neck.
help. By helping them,
Who else we
we
got?
also
Look
help
at-
ourselves. So
Where
no,
is
I
Icarus?
don't
He's
think they're
finishing up
paying.
his fetch quest
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah, Icarus is really close to them.
Only about 10 seconds behind where Percy's at, from the looks of it.
He's actually ahead of Crazy Land.
Oh, he is, actually.
Means I'm gonna switch spots. Sorry, Crazy Land. Adios. Gonna bring someone new in.
I know Icarus practices this particular section like it's a religion, so him gaining some time here is not surprising.
Pod 042 to operator. Coordinates confirmed for location specified by Resistance leader.
Understood, 042.
Is there a
Placing
reason
marker
Percy's
on target.
dash
The
punching
desert
here?
heat
Didn't he
is going to make
upgrade?
resupply efforts difficult to be.
So
Please make sure you're
theoretically,
ready before you
a frame-perfect dash punch is roughly the same speed as a VC2 dash swing, although the dash swing has a little bit more lenience on when you're allowed to cancel it to keep optimal speed. But in theory, the dash punch is not any worse at this point in the game.
Crazy.
And some people do find it more comfortable, and it does. It has a little bit of a spacing difference as well.
Yeah,
So
that-
even though it keeps the same speed, individual dash punches are shorter.
Yeah, that was what I was
So,
thinking of. It was like, are they doing it
definitely
just for
helps
spacing?
space.
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't played in a minute, but back when I played, you would always dash swing that area just because you had dash swings now.
I still dash swing it.
Yeah.
Although I dash punch a lot in the desert for the same spacing reasons.
That makes sense, yeah. So Percy's doing a first buys, getting just some basic healing items and buffs and
Map data
sachet.
obtained from bunker.
Yeah, a very important
Data may be
item for
displayed
later.
from the
And
system
going
menu.
behind the,
Map data, huh?
the vending
It's
machine
hard to get an accurate
be
picture
slightly
from
out of
this.
bounds.
Our satellite resolution
This is
isn't
really
so
just
high.
making a better
Hopefully
line,
they deploy
not
some
having to
new
go around
satellites
stuff.
soon.
There's pretty
A
much
general
no
idea
time in
is
this
good
game where
enough.
we're like truly restricted by there being a
You don't
wall
let
somewhere.
anything get in your way, do you?
Normally we have a way through what we want, so that we can go in a pretty straight line point to point.
Yep, and luckily most of the terrain under the map is able to be stood on, within reason.
Yeah.
There are some
opens a
gaps,
sealed
but
gate with
Percy's going
explosives?
for the
There's gotta be
super
an easier
swag
way, right?
version of this clip.
Yeah, I was gonna say Percy's going crazy. Like it might look like there's just space that Percy can walk on out there, but it's actually kind of tight. No, Percy's stream
Yeah, this
froze
is
again.
This is a particularly tight section for sure. And it's really easy for the game's auto lock-on feature to pull you into the terrain when you're already out of bounds, because attacks will auto lock onto enemies even if you don't manually lock on.
Oh, it looks like Percy's back. As
Careful.
soon as I change him
We've
out.
got enemies approaching.
I believe that happened last time too.
You just leave him there.
And this is the worst section in the entire game. The desert section.
Oh,
There
yeah, the
are
movement's
a lot of
entirely-
areas where it forces you to slide instead of move. And while this does let you go faster, in theory, you can also mess the slides up and go slower than normal movement. So finding your particular lines is a skill in and of itself. And you have to practice the section a lot to get optimal movement. Oh, I think Percy just jumped ahead by
It's heading for that rocky
a
area.
little bit.
Individual
Yeah,
target
he
ID
did.
marked.
Is a stream. And
What's
pretty
that?
soon we'll be running
Analysis.
into one of the
It is
coolest
the ruin
movement
of a former
sections,
human residential
I think,
area.
in the game,
Large
which is the
numbers of
desert
humans
housing
resided in
flip
such
outs that we
concrete
do.
and metal shelters.
Just
The
a lot
structures
of
were
fun
referred
movement.
to by names such as
Spend a lot of time in the
apartment
air.
complex,
Why is Iceland getting spear?
I don't know. I think I saw Along going for spear early as well. He was voiced out in Flooded City really early.
Along did. They both went and got spear. Along is spear dashing.
It's a perfect example of a lot of the old versus new runners having different strats that have been developed over the years.
Yeah. It's not faster. At least if it is, no one's really told Percy yet.
It does give us a chance to showcase what we were speaking on earlier with the upgraded movement. Along just kind of skipped a couple steps, went straight from dash swinging to spear dashing.
Yep.
Don't listen to
the mechanics for spear dashing are actually really cool as well. It involves I'm not the most technical person in this game, but you're basically canceling out a heavy attack with your self-destruct, and then repeating that input a billion times. And so instead of you getting the next chain in the attack, you just keep repeating the dash portion of the attack.
That sounds right to me. I'm also not the most technical person on it.
There's a light attack in there and everything. It's all muscle memory, so...
Yeah, I couldn't even explain it to someone like how to do it.
It is the fastest straight line movement we have in the game.
Yeah, it only becomes more tricky because if you get pulled off the ground, you do speed action.
And with that SD from Percy, we're going to be introduced to one of the other antagonists of the game. This is our friend Adam. He's currently unclothed, but he'll have some progression in terms of his aesthetic along the way.
Did we mention font trips yet? Have we equipped them?
I don't believe so. So depending on whether or not you are running on the VC3 mod or vanilla, either way, you're wanting to get some taunt chips from those flyers that we kill in the desert with the laser. What that will allow you to do is by spamming your flashlight at enemies until they glow red, you will taunt them, and the taunt basically increases the damage that you do to enemies, but also increases the damage that they do to you by the same amount. So by getting the taunt plus 2 chip, I believe it's 150% extra.
I think that sounds.
Don't quote me on the number.
It's a lot extra.
Looks like we're safe.
It's a lot. It's what allows you to clear most of these enemies without much trouble, but also increases the risk. As you'll see, Adam shooting these lasers at Crazy Land and some of the others, one of those will basically put you to 1 HP when they are taunted.
So here's some more out of bounds on Percy's screen, just to get to a save area without hitting a dialogue trigger. And then skipping over it to do a save scum.
It is really, it's really tripping me up, Along and Isom, because they're in completely different sections of the game now from that early spear grab.
They're catching up though.
They are. They're not far behind at all. Isom about to go into desert. Along hitting his first dawn trigger, going into housing.
Along and Ashley are pretty close actually. Actually, Slamming and Along are neck and neck, and the spear dashing.
It's almost like watching the same stream for sure.
He's got him ahead, yeah.
Their black boxes are online, so we presume they're still alive. We've tracked the location of their signal.
It looks like Crazy is taking over
to head over and investigate.
Stream title: Near race setup and practice to fill time. Oh,
I heard something about that back at the Resistance camp.
Yeah, Crazy Land just coming out of the save scum. Icarus in the menu to save scum right now. And what we're doing by that is we're just teleporting. We're getting out of bounds to the very edge of where you are allowed to save, and then teleporting back to the transporter that we clipped out of originally for the sake of skipping some movement.
have no idea how to change the stream title. I'm not going to lie. Normally.
What are those?
Oh, Percy making a really interesting mistake on the double lift there to get into amusement park. Just blasting a laser for fun. And a recurring theme that you'll see throughout the game as we transition between all these different zones is the mimicking of human ideas and themes between the machines. As we're in this amusement park and you see all of them dressed up as clowns or other things, because the machines were created specifically for that purpose, to mimic children's toys, machines, and other industrial aspects of human life. Percy getting his coaster skip. This will be probably where we see the biggest disparity in times, depending on who does and does not complete the coaster. It is a significant time skip, but is also a pretty tricky
strange creatures.
skip to hit. And you'll see as Percy is running through here, he's on a timer right now. When the coaster finishes its route and goes to the boss area, he will be auto-ported into the boss area. So what he's trying to do now is get back out of bounds and pick up the spear in the amusement park before the roller coaster finishes its cycle.
All right.
And that will save him from having to do that at a later time and lose him time.
And at this point, he also changes 9S to long-range mode, so that you can join in and help out.
Alert.
Yep, and that is that's a varying tactic as well, which combat mode you prefer to put 9S on. They all have some pros and cons to them, and some inconsistencies.
What the hell?
Our records don't say anything about a machine like
And
this.
now we're going into Boubar. This is a fun boss when you have taunt chips, and it's not quite as fun when you don't. Bouvar has some of the most insane bullet hell attack cycles in the game, but you can skip that if you are able to do enough damage in the first phase of the fight, and she just goes back up on the stage.
Just swapped Crazy Land back in.
To hack us.
Yep,
If we
Crazy
take
Land
hacking
entering
damage, it'll
Bouvar
affect
as
our
well.
bodies as well.
Icarus, really only a couple seconds behind.
Are we seriously being attacked with dead androids?
I haven't seen anybody fail Coaster yet.
That was what I was just about to say. I see a lot of people going through Coaster.
They are dead. They've been turned into weapons.
All right. This ends
Sugoi
now.
just got it.
Ashley and Along both struggling with the Hogbox flip out.
Alice just failed it.
Oh, it had to happen.
Yeah. They jumped up and got knocked onto the coaster, so that sucks. I normally just ride it out though.
Almost analyzed the enemy's
Yeah, at this point it's probably better. Not a whole lot you can do about it. Alice did choose to reset and go back and attempt it again. I'm not quite sure if it's going to save them time or not. It's probably about equal if you get it on the second try, having to run back. It's about 2 or 3 minutes that you lose, I believe, from failing it.
Yeah. At least, if you, no, do enemies spawn if you trigger it that way? I can't remember. I think they still do. So you get
they do, yeah. If you just write it out.
Yeah. Still sucks. Still is time loss.
Resetting like Alice did is not the worst thing in the world, though, if you don't want to deal with the backup strat for Spear, which can be kind of weird if you're not familiar with it.
Again. I'm not going to fix it, though. Yeah, see, look, it's back. The internet's just bad.
Hostiles.
So this is where you'll see all the runners starting to do spear dashing. Also, Crazyland lost a few seconds there, not getting door clip. It's unfortunate.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, there's a skip you can get if you put yourself behind that door as it's opening. And you only get one shot.
Yep, and you have to slow-mo. Well, I don't guess you have to slow-mo, but slow-moing the door helps.
Space, right? Well, there are a few theories about that.
But it's still a very tight trick, and you do only get one shot usually.
Ooh, Xander is having a risky coaster.
Looks like they really don't want to fight.
Yeah, he'll have to choose to slow-mo a pretty considerable portion since he missed his jump.
Yep.
Slow the roller coaster down so it hits the trigger later and gives him enough time to go grab the spear.
Yeah, there's some stuff you can do to try and save it, but you do lose some time. Which one will wear out your eyes faster? This or the Eclipse? I think the Eclipse, but...
2B here. What's wrong?
Percy getting on a boar and starting boar hopping. Hopping it saves like 1 frame every hop you do, from what I remember. It's something very small.
It's
looks
very
great.
small, but
Honestly, 2B.
still optimal.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm supposed to go on
And it looks funny.
I am definitely not the person to discuss this with.
I don't think I can stand.
During this section, you get a little bit of
You leaving
odd personality.
Be bad for me.
Or I wouldn't say odd, I'd say rare personality from the operators, as most of the androids don't show a ton of emotion, but your particular operator is very open about at least what they perceive they're feeling, and is complaining to you about another operator turning them down for a date.
So Percy's got to
very
do
sad.
a tough skip here with the... Oh, shoot!
We're not a threat?
Did Percy die?
Oh no, our first death of the run.
How could that happen? He was in the lead too.
How does he come back from this?
I don't know.
I mean, I would reset, honestly.
I can imagine he wants to.
35 minutes into the run and you die like that to a boar, it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
What's that noise?
Alright, I haven't seen that skip before. This is new
This
to
is an
me.
emergency transmission from the bunker. We're reading a Goliath-class
Oh wow, that was
enemy
a...
ruins. And it looks
That
like
was
there
the
are a ton
cleanest
of other
Obama skip
machines
I've
there
ever
with it.
seen.
All
Is
your
that what
units
that-
should proceed and engage immediately.
That skip is
This 2B. Command
lovably
is
called
deploying
Obama
new flight
skip
units
for no
They just
reason
set
that
the
I have
coordinates,
ever
so let's get going.
ascertained.
So, is that one Aloe found?
I'm not sure who found that one, actually. It's a relatively new one,
Yeah, I haven't
because
seen
we
it.
used to do the mom skip, where you jumped over the bridge, or the ramp,
shouldn't get near that
to skip
guy's
over
feet.
the mom
Yeah,
and
no.
her child's
Let's find
dialogue,
another
but...
But now we have Obama skip, which makes no sense. But okay. Also, if no one caught on that they
The
did a
flight
death
units should
war.
be on the roof of that building up ahead.
No one is
It'll
losing
be
time.
dangerous.
Everyone's gonna go.
Yeah,
to
you're
the
not
death
going
war.
anywhere unless we
You're
pass
dying
through
on
the
purpose to that
Goliath
board to
We should
return
be
to the
careful.
factory
Yep.
faster.
They actually kept their health low intentionally. That's why they were playing on a low health screen for a while. Their screen's gray now anyway.
Yeah,
but,
the color will all come back soon once we exit this phase, but
we got Chen on a moose. Scoofed either didn't go for coaster or failed coaster and is riding it.
yep, Riker going into his Buvar fight. A couple of people in Buvar, actually, whether that's the hacking section or first phase.
Getting a little stuck here. There he goes. Got the backup.
Oh, weird.
Be careful.
Yeah, he missed the hole and then
anti-air
had
weapons.
Oh, he
Make sure
does.
to
He does it
approach
from
it
back
full
there.
out.
That's interesting.
Copy that.
That probably is actually better. It probably keeps you from locking on to Ingle's arm if he gets too close.
Yeah, that having to do that's a bit scary because if you fall off, you have to just climb up and actually kill him, which is not fast. I don't know if there's a backup if you fall off. Ideally, you can just jump through. Yeah, Alt F4. Ideally, you can just jump through the hole like you see Crazy doing, catching up a bit. Man, Crazy.
So there is one particular spot on this Ingalls boss where you can position your flight unit, and because of the way that you collide with them, every single shot from your pod program will hit Ingalls, and with a ranged attack up buff, will one-shot him if you do it properly, which skips the entire fight for you. And now we probably enter what's the most impressive section of the game technically,
This is your commander. For the
in terms of
first
how
time
the
in
skip
centuries,
actually works,
we've intercepted a signal
which is
belonging to
EDS skip.
aliens. These are
It
the
stands for
creatures
Extended
that are in
Dialogue
direct
Skip,
command of the machine
which
life forms on this.
But it seems
basically
to be
the idea
underground.
is
Like way
you're going to talk to an
underground.
Guess
NPC,
we'll see once we get there.
and when
If
other
we're lucky.
dialogue
You're not much for
comes up,
plans, are you, 2B?
and you still have that dialogue open, it advances the dialogue by one section. And this particular dialogue, and as far as we know, is the only dialogue in the game that is long enough to actually make it work, will skip the dialogue of the cutscene in the negotiation section of the game, or skip their dialogue, and it, for whatever reason, skips the fight itself. So you do not have to fight Adam and Eve in this upcoming section.
Yep, that fight is also just an auto-scroller, too. Like, you just have to stand
Correct.
there and wait for them to talk.
Yeah, you cannot do it faster, so it saves you, what, 2 or 3 minutes of that auto-scrolling fight?
Yeah, it's a lot. I remember there was some other way of making the fight go faster back in the day by shooting, like, Speed Star or something like that. But it had this crazy climb you had to do that no one did. Well,
dead?
some people did, but they were crazy.
Look.
Yes, I do believe Isom is watching all cutscenes.
Destroyed alien
Oh, I forgot about that.
motherships.
Welcome
Gotta keep the lore in there.
to the graveyard of our creators.
Also, my explanation of why EDS works is very rudimentary, as I don't really understand it myself. I tried my best, but
Yeah.
it is very interesting, the mechanics of how it works, because it's the only iteration of it in the game that we found
Yeah,
that
because
functions that way.
there's that pop-up that gets cleared, or like your
this way
text gets
again?
cleared in here, and there's
What a
that pop-up, and it's something about how
Stop
that works makes it
complaining.
work.
Yeah.
And as you see what
This is
Percy just
Operator
did
6-0.
by
We now have an operational
letting the
transporter
dialogue
in the
run,
safe
it
room.
just
We're
Adam and
attempting to
Eve
deploy
peace
them at
out
other points as
and
well.
say goodbye. And you don't have to
About
fight them.
time we had access
Stamps,
to
yeah,
those.
it's about stamp.
Care to fill me in?
Transfer
Transporters?
crazy, greatest skip.
They let you transfer your
You
consciousness
can
to a
you can
temporary
see
body
where
back
the
in
different
bunker.
groups of
I heard
runners
some
are
tech
kind
back
of in their own sections of the game. Crazyland, Icarus, and Percy all either finishing up negotiations or just out of it. Game Commander, Taboo, Segoy, Along are all in the Ingalls section. Evil D just now coming out of Amusement Park.
Yeah, Scoops is also just out of Amusement Park, and Ame is just ending Angles going into EDS.
And Alice must have had some type of tragedy happen. They're still messing around with the coaster right now.
Oh no, that's unfortunate.
Why don't we
Oh, and I
rest
see
Which is a
Slamming's
shame because
messing around
Alice
over
was
there,
on a
too.
really
been a
good
while.
pace.
I'll rest if I feel like it.
And I think they're going to choose to just run the coaster this time.
Yeah, it's worth it. The nice part about being able to do coaster skip is you don't lose time having to go get the spear, because you're just letting a timer tick while you go get it. You can still just go get the spear afterwards, but you'll lose time. And if you don't use the spear at all, then you don't need to go get it. Then it's less of an issue.
I guess one more thing that we forgot to mention that's pretty pertinent to the rest of the run is, for some reason, when you cancel the dialogue of the commander speaking to you, as you come into the section that Segoy just passed, with the dialogue of entering the area by the cave, you get something called Skype glitch, which, for the rest of the run, will prevent you from getting that bleep pop-up that you get before dialogue starts. So it makes all the dialogue in the rest of the game just start earlier and save you time.
Yep.
What?
When do you think you'll be willing
And
to call me
that
night?
glitch actually
9S works
persists
just fine.
between like
Well,
loads.
yeah,
So you have to
but-
close your game after getting out to start a new run.
Man, this job can
Yeah,
be
if
pretty
you,
rough sometimes, huh?
We
Aliarch's
don't get to
explanation in
choose
chat
our assignments,
on how
and
EDS
you should
works
work on keeping
is
your opinions in check.
a little bit more
You're
eloquent
hard
than the
and
way I
allowed
tried to
be
explain it.
emotional, Remember?
This must be the commercial structure Pascal was talking about. The records
Yeah,
say it was
Aloy
once a
was the one who
facility
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
designed it.
fight being dialogue-based auto-scroller is the main reason, and that's the part I left out.
Yep, Percy there doing another skip that you trigger where you walk into dialogue with your text open. In this case, it's talking to 9S, and it'll skip. I can't remember who, but someone talking a lot.
I honestly, I don't remember.
I was gonna say I
this guy?
haven't messed that
He's
one
just
up in
running
so
away.
long. I
Is
don't
it-
know.
That's not the part where 9S starts talking about T-shirts,
I
right?
think
That's
it
after
is?
that's
I
after
don't-
a side quest, I think.
I don't know. I'm gonna talk about.
There's
being
a
bomb.
lot of dialogue in
Yeah.
that section. You don't want to mess that part up.
Yeah, we
Looks like
skip
the
a lot of
forest is just
dialogue
ahead.
in this. So May got EDS. Yeah.
Here they come. Better keep your guard up.
I'm aware of how to fight. You just be
Just
careful.
looking around where
I will
everyone
to be.
is.
Oh,
Evil D.
Riker
Go ahead.
just did his death word.
So did Evil D. I was about to say Evil D's having trouble getting the boar to kill them. The boar is like running off.
Story of my life.
What is with these guys?
Don't listen to what they're saying, 2B.
Dan Flesh is actually keeping a pretty good pace too. He's just now
Oh,
going
yeah.
into Commercial District.
Yeah, I think Dan is just behind Icarus.
Looks like, yeah, just behind Icarus. And if you ever want to be jealous about someone's movement, you can watch Percy run through forest like there is no terrain that you can bonk on at all and trip over every
insane.
pebble on the map.
Yeah, this terrain is not flat.
It is a hard section to make look clean.
And then, of course, as soon as we get into this next cool 2D area, we're immediately out of bounds, and we participate in none of the 2D shenanigans, basically. Because, you know, if it's 2D and we get out of bounds, we're still in 3D and you can just go up.
Yep, you can climb up the outside of this, and luckily there's a convenient staircase for us to go up. And the only 2D section we have to do, instead of running through all the layers of this Metroidvania-style layout, is the A2 fight.
That's
Yes, the target thing they're running is any percent, so they're getting the first
Alert.
ending.
This unit is currently wanted by Yorha. Annihilation recommended.
Annihilation? But why?
Let's go, 9S.
2B?
I wonder how much runtime there
Bunker
actually
to
is
2B
in
and 9S.
A-ending
We've picked up a
cutscenes.
signal
Because
from
Isom is starting to get really
Let's go
behind
after
here
her,
watching
2B.
these cutscenes.
It's closer to 2 hours with cutscenes. I told Isom, like, we're cutting you at time. Like, I'm not sitting here letting your cutscene run finish if it's that far over. Because I think we started slightly late. We got a little delayed at the very end. As you can imagine, setting this up was quite chaotic.
And Crazyland is consistently keeping a very good pace. Just going into A2 fight as Percy is teleporting out of A2 fight. So, only about a minute between the two so far.
Yep, and then Icarus.
Give or take for delay.
It'll be
Yep,
faster.
Icarus is about the same. Maybe a little less on that. You can actually see on Amay's screen other people like at the exact set where Amay is. Gives you some idea of the delay. Because race mod lets them see where other users of the race mod are.
9S, why did you ask Pascal about A2?
Huh?
It's not recommended to interface with machines without consulting.
May remembering to equip chips. It's always helpful.
Does he remember to buff though? Because I greed with my buffs on this phase so often, and it has cost me runs for sure. Where I do not defense buff, and then I taunt someone, and they one-shot me.
Yeah, I normally defense buff, but I'm slow.
Never go without
so
protection.
I can be home in time for dinner and a bath.
Androids
on the
don't
shore
need to
fight.
bathe. As long as you perform regular cleaning and maintenance, bathing is unnecessary.
Oh.
Yeah, but come on, 2D.
That means that we're
Still
entering
feels
the
good.
most fun section of the run. The almost 15-minute auto-scroller.
With a little RNG in it, you know, just to spice
With a
it
little
up.
RNG just to, you know, keep you awake.
That's the last of the machines.
That's great, man. If we could get 22 people in Grune at the same time, that'd be good.
I don't think anybody is gapped so hard that we will not see 22 Grunes on the screen at one time.
I don't know about that.
There's a couple that are lagging behind, but I believe most everybody should be in Grune at some point of Grune together.
We'll see. There's a lot of time loss available in the section before Grune.
That is very true. I guess we didn't really explain the clip outs into Flooded City. Nothing spectacular. You're just voiding out to hit a cutscene trigger that's a little further down in the map, and then voiding out again to teleport onto the shoreline of Flooded City, where your shore fight happens and your flight units will come down and take you to Grune.
Isom's just starting Blue Boy.
Okay, so Isom might not be in Grune with the rest of everybody else.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Shiny Tentacruel, thank you for the 15, I'm assuming that's Canadian dollars?
I think it is, yeah.
In support of the charity today.
Attention,
We
this is
appreciate
Carrier
that.
Blue Ridge 2. Requesting support from any friendly units in range. We've come under heavy
That
fire
charity
from the
obviously
enemy.
being the
Our
Openness and
escort ship
Foundation
is
of
taking
Canada.
damage and is unable to engage.
I think that's why
We're
it's
currently resisting with all remaining support
I would
fighters,
assume
but we
so.
can't
That,
hold
that,
them
that
off
is
for
a
long.
logical assumption.
Yeah.
I repeat, this is Carrier Blue Ridge 2. We need immediate backup from any available android forces.
Yep, more and more people starting to get into Grune. Oh no, what happened to Icarus? Did he miss a void out or something?
What's going on? Where is Icarus?
He had to climb back over the rubble to get to the flight unit. He might have voided out trying to skip the cutscene, and it put him back on the bridge instead of the shore.
Alright, who do we focus on during Grune?
I'm picking up a large-scale
Your guess
enemy
is as good as
inbound.
mine.
Looks
then.
to be 2.8
Go watch some
clicks southwest
cutscenes
of us.
and pull Isom up. We could enjoy Grune. Give some Grune facts. Anyone got some Grune facts they want to share in chat? Feel free to post them.
I got you.
I still have it in the I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've rattled off randomly.
It's something.
Ooh, we returned to Germany in the 1930s.
Enemy aerial unit
I guess my
destroyed.
bot no longer works in
Reverting
my
back
own
to
chat.
area recon.
Wait, I'm still picking up a large enemy presence.
Didn't I kill that already?
What on? If it's that big, we should be able to see it.
Is that a machine?
So I will say, and I don't know if this is a controversial take or not, but the best part of Grune is the music. Absolutely banger tune. for this
I
fight at the
agree. I
beginning.
do. I do enjoy the Grune music fight. The fight itself is really cool from a casual perspective. The
Yeah.
first time that you do this whole section, it gives you this like larger than life impression on the world of the game, where you're fighting these gigantic enemies through the air. But
yeah, and you don't know that
as
it's
you
just
start
all
speedrunning the game.
Camouflage is making it impossible to aim. We need
But
you to find the
then you
emitter and
memorize
take
all
it
the
out.
spawns, and you're like,
Is that all?
okay,
I know,
this is
but
Green
it's the only
for
way.
11 minutes.
Oh, there we go. Carl Theodore Ferdinand Green.
I knew it was Carl. Green.
I will not attempt to pronounce the other name because I don't want to embarrass Germans.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to say that. All of our Germans are in the race. They aren't in the commentary. Yeah, we have actually a crazy diverse group here, which is really convenient from like the streaming side. We have some Japanese runners, we got some Australian runners, got some lots of European runners, American runners. It's amazing. They woke up really early.
From command.
Couple from South America, I believe.
The record of this machine life form is a lone sighting 320 years ago.
Yeah.
Upon reaching
Russia,
land, the unit unleashed a devastating electromagnetic wave attack. All resistance fighters in the vicinity were annihilated.
And they somehow all managed to be online at 7 p.m. Eastern for this.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I feel really bad for people on the other side of the globe right now.
Yeah, someone was telling me, I didn't realize Australian time was like 12 hours off. They're like, yeah, it's 5 a.m. And I'm like, holy shit, okay, that's a little early. Okay, Brew moved to Vienna in 1868. That's a cool fact.
Heard good things about Vienna.
It was alright. I got COVID there.
Oh no.
Wasn't fun. You wouldn't recommend that. So I'm a little biased against Vienna. Story for another day. Right now we've got Green to pay attention to, and Percy's taken out, I think that's his first core, and this is the RNG part, is like whether the core spins so you can actually hit it or not.
So, the fun part about this section is that there are, it's similar to Ingles' punches, where theoretically, if you do it correctly, you minimize the risk of having that core cycle. But even if you do everything correctly, there is still the potential for it to cycle around and not give you a target that you're able to hit when it goes off axis. And you have to wait for it to cycle again, and it just loses you time, and there's nothing you can do about that.
Looks like Percy's game has frozen during this clutch, insane Grun moment.
He's too powerful. The EMP shields broke his stream.
Yep, we are getting a large portion
the
of
shoreline here. All the EMP shielding in the world won't help against close-range mortar fire.
Got it.
Couple still lagging behind in forest.
I see Muffin is entering.
I'll help aim.
Everyone seems to be remembering how to do their Rainbow Road jumps, though. Even the older runners. So.
Yeah, that one. Did we explain why that one's called Rainbow Road? I'm assuming someone just did it.
Dude, I don't even know why it's called Rainbow
You
Road.
don't know why it's
In
called
fact, the
Rainbow
old one was called Mario Kart, but I don't know why the old one's Mario Kart.
It was called. The old one was called Mario Kart. See, this is even before me. It was called Mario Kart. The old one was called Mario Kart because when you void out and you come back up, which is what Mario Kart was. It's kind of like you void out. It's like
the guy on the cloud.
Yeah, Lakitu putting you down.
That makes a lot of sense.
So then when you skipped that, which was called Mario Kart, it's like, okay, we'll call it Rainbow Road. See, that was the naming in the past. Now we have Obama Skip, which is named because we don't know.
So I remember it. The moment it reached land, it went berserk and began attacking everything in sight.
We need to create some fake lore for that.
For why it's called
eventually marooned it deep in the ocean.
And then we also have Eat
be
Ass
searching
Skip.
for a way back.
We're not to that part of the game yet.
And it is
Hey 2B, I think I have
adequately
another
named
idea.
for sure.
You keep that thing right where it is, okay?
What?
Please 2B, this is gonna work.
So Percy's still for sure gonna leave because he's done the camp.
9S is leaving the front
There's
lines. Proposal: 9S should be reported to command as a deserter.
Icarus will be going into cannons as soon as this cutscene ends.
Hold on.
May and Chen are neck and neck, actually. I'm pretty sure they entered the forest at the same time as well. Because I remember pointing out that someone was right next to a May.
2B, I'm going to see if we can use those
I do
missiles
think
back on the shore,
Jen,
but I need you
which
to
is
destroy
pretty
the
crazy
EMP
that they're
unit
that
on that thing's
close.
back. Otherwise, they're just going to go off course.
all the screens are just collectively starting to go gray from the smoke and clouds.
Our boom percent has started increasing.
Isom is just now entering City Ingles.
So Isom's screen is gray for a different reason.
His is gray for a different reason, yes.
And this would be why we don't always watch cutscenes in this run.
Yeah, turns out watching cutscenes loses you time, which is
that's shocking.
Not preferable.
Man, actually, we're probably gonna have Green on screen for quite a while because Isom's probably gonna get to there as other runners end it.
Right.
It's pretty magical. I'm glad that they're just paragraphs and paragraphs of information.
Everyone needs to be informed on our big boy with the EMP shields and 6 arms.
Oh yeah. Best girl.
The best girl.
Looks like Myth is about to enter into Flooded City and be about to start Eclipse. Got Alice starting the A2 fight.
I just want to point out real quickly, Slammon's character mod that he's using is very unique.
What is it? I saw it while helping set up.
He's using, I think it's a clown.
He mentioned that, and I was like, "What do you mean?" But okay, I have to set someone else up. I can't focus on that. It is unique. I could swap it into one of the main spots so we could see. I mean, we're just missing Gruen.
He's just finishing up his menuing section here. Looks like a bunch of people are on the Goliath Flyer section, which is a interesting fight because you can, depending on how you position yourself in relation to the way that he moves, you can actually get off melee attacks on the Goliath, but you have to be at particular angles, aiming certain directions to make that work. Otherwise, you're shooting him and hitting him with the pod program missiles.
Alright, I've moved Slam into the bigger screen, and you just cannot tell thanks to the bitrate.
He is very colorful.
Gonna go ahead
nice
and
big red afro.
Move crazy back. Yeah, because all the screens are so tiny, we have all the runners at a pretty small bit rate so that my desktop doesn't melt.
Oh my god, I did not even remember the cutscene that Isom's watching existed.
I know, right? So Percy's
doing his canon section.
Yep, Percy's the first to finish Gruen. Not too surprisingly. Pretty sizable lead right now. I think earlier you said about a minute, and that definitely seems right.
Yeah, with Crazyland just now coming out of Gruen himself, yeah, I'd say it's about a minute or two. Yeah, this is Percy's going into one of my personal favorite sections of the game, which is Copied City. You saw him clip out there in the tunnel and skip over a large portion of the map to instantly make it to the elevator, which will put you into Copied City, which is a realm that Adam has fabricated in his attempts to understand humanity. And this will be the last time that you fight him. But he has a very, very long dialogue section that he goes into a monologue here with that, if everybody does right, should be able to skip, which will involve you running out of bounds of the boss zone going back to the elevator and using a number of methods to skip the dialogue, which returns to the tech that we use in multiple places where having a dialogue open will, or having a dialogue come up will cancel the current dialogue being played. Whether that is through the pod packs, which I believe is what Percy is setting up for, or through
Let's move.
other dialogue that you can get by crossing the threshold of the elevator.
I know. Let's move.
Because yeah, the pod pat moves to be back just a small amount. So he did a lineup to make sure as soon as he did the pod pat, we cancel this dialogue for him.
Now,
Yeah, and that skips about a 45-second monologue that we have adequately dubbed mansplaining.
I don't have
It's
time
very
for
accurate.
you.
It is actually just
To
mansplaining
find 9S.
about society or something like that. I don't know. I just skip it. It's been so long.
Yeah, it all involves his revelations about what humanity is and how humans should feel, etc.
Yeah.
To thee!
Oh man, Salmon getting stuck on Rainbow Road now. We shouldn't have talked about it.
Oh, I hexed him.
Yeah.
To be fair, do you use that in the glitchless route?
Oh, true. Slammin normally does glitchless.
Yeah, Slammin is our resident glitchless player. So he has been putting in hours to improve the any % run for himself in order to do this race. And he is still keeping pace with a lot of the runners here.
I don't actually know if you do it in glitchless or not. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know which part of it would
I don't
be
know.
good.
I don't think that you don't use the same weapon set, so I don't know if the movement is as available to you.
I suppose he might know something. Pascal,
Slammin also is shockwave equipped.
Oh,
So
hello,
fun shit.
Hey, if you got it, you gotta
I
use
love
it.
I need to know
shockwave. I'm
if
a
you've seen
huge
any new
fan.
trends or behaviors among the machines.
New trends?
I'm sure he'll really like it when it aggroes all the moose in the next section as he tries to clip out. Oh, there you go.
From the network. They wanted
Getting it with that last pod launch for a little
No
extra
kidding.
distance.
Apparently, they're seeking to form an alliance of some kind.
Yep,
with
as I said, the
If that's what they
shockwave is
want,
hitting
why
every
don't they
moose.
move in?
It's
I believe
unavoidable.
they're working on building a colony of their own.
You don't say.
So here we have Percy going to
Apparently, it's
Deep
located in the
Factory,
abandoned
which is returning back to actually where we were in
give you the
Prologue.
coordinates if you'd like.
Please.
I was actually
Only
planning
with
to go speak with them
a lot more
myself.
enemies
Maybe we can
and
meet
a
up
lot
over
more
there?
annoying
Sounds
movement that we have to do.
Yeah, but the skips around Deep Factory are crazy. That they work.
They are very cool. Do you think Percy's gonna go for Trash Trick?
I don't even know what that is.
Well, we will see when we come to it whether he does or not.
Even you?
There's something new. Used to be Eat Ass was the crazy weird one.
Oh yeah, this is after that.
Oh, good.
It's a different route to get out of Factory at the very end after Sochi.
Okay. No, I wasn't aware of that.
Knowing Percy, I'm assuming he's probably going to attempt it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it saves time, I assume Percy's trying.
I mean, to be fair, he is pretty consistent with it. But it's probably one of the coolest looking out of bounds movements. Yep, Isom fighting negotiation. I guess he didn't do EDS.
Maybe not. I don't know. I wasn't watching what Isom was doing. So let's see, who do we got? I think in third we have Icarus at the moment, because Icarus is doing the same segment Crazyland's doing right now, which is going to Deep Factory.
Yep, both going to Deep Factory, Crazyland a little bit ahead. Seems like the next tier group of runners are all in the last stages of Rune at the moment.
Yeah, we have some that are actually trying to get into
Dan
Copied City.
now heading to Factory as well.
Actually, we've got the second race going on. Like, Chen and Amei, they are neck and neck, literally doing the exact same clip and waiting for the elevator. This is crazy.
Tail is old as time. Chien's a pretty OG runner, I believe,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's been around since I started. Maybe before, I don't know. But so is Amei, so that's pretty crazy that they're this close.
Damn it. I was right. This is shady. Fascinating, though. I've never seen machines
Alright, so we have Percy doing the first void out. This void out that Percy's doing despawns all these enemies, so that you get this dialogue, and then you can open this elevator.
Yeah, it skips a pretty long combat portion in that section. And now you'll see the infamous eat ass skip.
Oh, or not.
No.
Did he get it?
I think he got it. I think he had to reset the. Oh no, he clipped back in.
Yeah, I was gonna say he clipped back in.
I think I might be a little tangent for whatever reason.
Here, let me toggle this real fast. Hopefully my OBS doesn't just literally explode while I'm touching it. Oh yeah, Percy's getting absolutely owned.
Unfortunate.
He's still going. He's supposed to be on this elevator. The clip.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you
Jordan
don't do
Really
this skip,
ridiculous.
you're essentially doing Pit Fight 2.0.
Yeah.
Finally makes it into the elevator.
That let Crazy catch up a good amount though.
Yeah, I think what Aloe said is correct. I think the door closed and like Pascal got stuck, so he didn't get in the elevator. But of little consequence, still in the lead. Crazyland getting the elevator now.
See if Crazyland can get it.
I can't.
I think
Can't tell
Pascal's
what's going on.
inside.
Oh, Icarus just came into the room. His camera was spun to the ceiling to avoid locking on, and I could not see. Nith's outfit is really cool.
All right.
That's the first time I've noticed it.
And Percy just did Factory V2. Whatever we call
Oh yeah,
it.
Danflesh is in it as well. Which Danflesh has shown a ton of improvement in this run. He's a real grinder. Normally a E route runner, which is a much longer category, but in the process of doing E as much as he has, his A has obviously gotten a lot stronger as well, with it being the first third of that run. I actually think Dan is faster than me in A now.
Yeah, Dan's speedy.
And I think he beat my VC3 time on vanilla, which is crazy.
Man.
Alert. Energy shield detected over enemy unit. Physical defense shield detected. Analysis.
Yeah, I think Dan's
Both
just
long
behind
and
Icarus.
close range
He's
attacks are
just behind
ineffective.
Crazyland.
Oh, now what?
Large energy supply detected within this
Oh
factory.
no, messing up the first
Proposal.
out of bounds
Energy source
factory.
should be destroyed.
9S.
I might be missing
That Goliath
the-
we just
the
encountered.
I got it.
There's so many runners
I've been
to
keeping
watch,
an eye on you.
and there's still
I'm
so
gonna
many
shut
in
off
green.
power to the factory now.
Oh yeah,
Factory system at 80% control.
it looks like Pascal got stuck
Hang in there,
behind the
2B.
mobs again.
Yeah, and he
for
just
Dan.
took the elevator.
But going into V2 now.
98.
So the start
so
of this.
what you see Percy
yeah,
doing
you
here
got this.
is he's you do some aerial movement to get stuck for some reason on this
2B, I just shut down the electrical grid.
bridge. Thank you. And all that does is it prevents Soshi, the boss, from attacking you during this dialogue section, where you're waiting for 9S to break the EMP shield on Soshi before you can damage him. So if you don't go and hang up there, Soshi will just chase you around the map while invincible. So we just do that to save our hands and prevent an accident from happening.
Yep. It also just makes it like a consistent setup into the fight.
Yeah, it gives you can taunt while you're up there, so you can taunt right before the fight starts, and then do all your buffs and stuff. And it also puts you right in DG range to just start hitting him as soon as you fall down.
Isom is off doing an adventure that I don't understand. Uh-oh.
Oh, is he actually doing the bingo thing?
Percy voided out there.
Oh no.
That's just crazy thing catching up a little bit.
Oh yeah, so this is the trick I'm speaking about. So instead of clipping back in here to and then going through like you would in Prologue, you continue out of bounds along some very tricky out of bounds terrain and do a lot of technical jumps to.
That was certainly something.
Oh, so he went for the easy route.
Okay.
Where you clip back into silo 3, whichever silo that is.
3, sure. No one's gonna tell us we're wrong.
No thanks.
There's an extended version where you come out and you do
back to the resistance camp.
you do some movement over the pipes out of bounds and come up at the broken bridge.
I see.
But that involves like a couple more clip outs and some more movement.
This is the resistance camp.
Say again? I'm not receiving.
Scanning for interference.
Oh no, Percy getting locked onto something.
Yeah. Almost impossible not to on this section unless you slow-mo perfectly. And I think even with a perfect slow-mo, sometimes you just get unlucky and they'll drop in front of your face.
Cause unknown.
Try contacting the bunker via laser relay system.
Affirmative.
But, we basically entered the boss rush section of the game for Percy, starting with Soshi, where the remainder of this game has really no side content. It's just boss after boss until you come to the final boss. You'll see that
No, you got it.
this is where the resistance camp gets raided by the machines. Eve is going on a rampage essentially after you killed Adam. He is very upset that his brother is dead, and as they are both, actually I don't know if that's explained in A-Route. I'm trying to avoid spoiler commentary and keep the lore accurate to A-Route itself.
Yeah.
So I think I'll just leave that. But regardless, Eve is very mad. J. Carrick and Muffin Ganon are very close together, actually. Pretty easy to see because their streams are right beside each other as well. Both entering Factory at almost the same time.
Speaking of close together, I think both Chen and Ame are having trouble with the Factory skip too. I think Chen fell.
Oh, Chen is going through the, yeah, it looks like he failed V2.
Yeah.
Having to go the long way around.
And it looked like Ame had a bunch of trouble because I looked up a few times and he was at the same spot.
To me, you okay?
Percy absolutely blitzing through the boss rush.
Down.
Right.
Crazyland not far behind though, going into
Eve trolling can make it even.
I always mess up the names of the ball enemies because there's 2 more in B route that you fight as well, and I'd always confuse the names.
Pretty sure it's still Soshi here.
I don't think this one is.
I have no idea.
Could be
To
wrong.
be completely honest, I always call them sushi
Can you hear
anyway.
me?
So
Our village is under.
I want to say this one is
Pascal?
Bokushi.
Come in, Pascal.
Shit.
that would make sense considering we killed one of them.
This one is Bokushi, yes. Right. Yep. Percy finishing up his Core 1 fight, going to Core 2 now. Which, both of those bosses are
We're back? Question mark? Maybe?
We are back.
And it looks like in the time where we were having trouble, Percy managed to finish the game.
Percy beat the game in the time that we were
Had tech
down.
issues.
With a what'll be just around a 120-25-ish.
From the bunker. But you'll lose you. The you
Just
that
waiting
exists
on
at this
9S
very
to quit
moment.
crying.
Guess so.
I just got an email that my RTMP is freaking out. I don't know why it decided right now that it suddenly hit its limit. Oh wait.
Crazy Land in his stage 3 of Eve as well.
I want you to do this for me.
So that is going to be Percy taking the dub, with Crazy Land taking second place.
And all of this work that Percy's been putting in, it all leads up to this beautiful, perfect cutscene.
And he totally wants it.
Yeah, Crazy Land about to finish himself. Icarus going into finishing up his third phase. Wow, Eve died so far away from him. That's unfortunate.
I just started the screen share again, by the way. So, it looks like
Crazy Land finished with a 1:19:51. What an insane time.
Jesus, that's crazy.
In a marathon.
Yeah. So, because they're so neck and neck, I'm gonna put a main Chen up, and hopefully I can start dropping some of these other streams. And that'll give me some more bandwidth to encode.
There we go.
The May and Chen are neck and neck.
It always ends like this.
Yep, both going into Soshi or Bokushi right now. Icarus is finished as well. Iceland only halfway through the game right now. Just now going up the Rainbow Road.
They're still
Oh,
coming?
either Game Commander forgot about the bridge tech, or he messed it up because he's been getting chased around by Soshi, like we talked about.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Pascal? Come in, Pascal!
Shit.
Nope. Chien just turned blue.
Yeah, I'm messing with his stream setting real quick because it was freaking out. It should be back. I'm trying to like go through and fix the ones that were having issues, and his is one of them. There we go.
Damn it!
Now we're
They're
talking.
here too!
9S! It seems the machines on the network have gone berserk. They've sealed off the entrance to the village and are trying to hold them off, but with these weapons, there's only so much we can do.
Let's take these guys out first.
I'm pretty sure it's a May and Chen coming up next
Do
for
be
finishing,
careful.
right? Not missing someone. Muffin.
From what I can see, that sounds right.
Muffin and Jekarek are really close too.
Yep, both doing their burning res camp. Jakerik going to... Actually, Jakerik's pretty much on pace with Chien and May as well. With Muffin not too far behind him. Separated by about one boss fight, or 1.5 boss fights if you count Core 1 as a boss fight.
Why did you kill my brother? I
It looks like as long as May doesn't get trolled here, he should come in forward.
Yeah, very, very clean beginning of Eve.
Massive energy signature detected.
What is it?
The energy seems to be coming from a large number of
He's
ports.
absorbing the light force
Did he
of
get
whatever's left on the
the...
network.
Did he get the pad? I can't tell without audio.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I
We'll
don't
never
have
get
audio.
anywhere like this. I'm going to try hacking into Eve and shutting him down. Back me up, 2B.
On it. Protecting you.
Enemy unit cut off from network
Oh,
room 1.
well, he just pat the pod.
No damage detected.
Oh, it, good night, Dan Flesh. Thanks so much for, ruining your schedule to show up for the run today.
Yeah, thank you, Dan.
And still put on a really good run, too.
Oh, so Dan got 4th then.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed that one. He's right in the middle of the
Yeah.
screen.
Alert. NFCS destroyed. Close range combat no longer operable.
And I had to close chat so I didn't see other people saying it. I was like, quick, close everything. Alright, as long as May holds it out for this last part.
Looks like we have a couple people going through factory or on their way to factory now. Riker getting caught up in copied city, and Isom is just now killing A2.
No. It's okay. I can always reload my backup data from the bunker.
But you'll lose you. The you that exists at this very moment.
Guess so. But we can't upload this corrupted data to the bunker. So...
Alright, and that's GG for May.
GG's to Ame. I feel like him and Chien swapped spots during that run multiple times.
Oh yeah, they did. They were so close.
Very close.
They were literally doing the exact same actions going into Copied City. It was nuts.
And yeah, as we drop people out of the run in order to hopefully save our stream and get to the end, you'll be blessed by more and more Nier and Drakengard memes as these streams get cut out.
Yeah. That's where half of our setup went, was setting up memes.
I must have been corrupted when Eve detached from the network.
No.
It's okay. I can always reload my
That's a
backup
May
data
5th
from
and
the bunker.
Chen going into
But
6th,
you'll lose
ending the
The
run.
you that exists at this very moment.
See who's else coming up. Game Commander's pretty close to the end too, and Jekrek and Muffin actually are both right there.
Yeah. Literally, like half of a second
Yeah, that's
behind
crazy.
each other. At least by delay right now.
Please, 2B. I want you to do this.
I don't think I've seen anyone die to Eve yet. So hopefully I'm not hexing people again. That was very close, what Muffin just did for that SD. I would have died there. A little strategy that most of the runners are using in this section, because you lose your ability to sprint, jump, or anything in this final phase of Eve, it's very easy to get hit by any of the bullet hell attacks that
Oh
he
my
throws
god,
at-
they're literally neck and neck. Wait, there's 4 of them finishing right now. Or maybe they're just at the finish, but wow. Muffin and Jeek are literally, I don't know who won. That's crazy.
They had to have had a very, very similar time, for
Yeah.
sure. Xanaru going into Burning City, or Burning Res Camp now, finishing his sections of the boss rush.
Oh, and Taboo is also Finishing. Okay, technically on stream, Muffin won, but you know, delay.
Yep, so far, I mean, at least in the first 10 or so runners, still putting up pretty competitive times in terms of, especially doing it in a marathon as well.
Trying to find the right audio source in here. I have so many audio sources to deal with. Trying to get any noise to show up is really hard.
Jake and Muffin finished in the same second, literally, is what I'm being told.
That's crazy. It looks like Tabby's about to reach the end. I'm having trouble with his stream though.
Yeah, he's
I could probably fix it, but I don't want to restart it so that we don't miss anything because it's stuttering, but we're seeing everything.
We'll see when he finishes.
Yeah,
for sure. Looks like Xanaru is also stuttering a little bit too, but he is in his Bokushi fight.
Yeah, both of them are on a really far away server for me. Is the problem.
Watching 9S die 22 times is very satisfying to me.
Yeah. Let's see, who's the next closest? Game Commander.
See, yeah, I see Taboo and then Game Commander. Alice and Myth are almost in the same section right now as well. Both clearing out Burning Res Camp. Looks like Alice is slightly ahead. Oh no, did Slammin get stuck? Okay, no. He's okay. I have gotten stuck up there before trying to go for that stupid XP in factory. Yep, looks like Chien just oh, he finished a second ago.
Yep.
I keep seeing people on the end screen and
trying to remove the runners who have finished right now. Because it looks like Taboo's done. Chien's done. So who do we have up next? Game Commander's finishing right now.
Yep. And then I think Xanaru
is coming up next. Where's
Xanaru? Xanaru and Alice are both in Core 2 right now, it looks like. Xanaru just finished Core 2. So what? Unless I'm missing somebody, it's looking like it's gonna be Xanaru, Alice, and then or Xanaru, Ethereum, and then Alice, I believe. Along and Ashley are both in their Bokushi fight. I don't even know where Isom is at this point in the game.
I don't know either. In last place.
He's going to factory.
I think you're wrong.
I think he missed the dialogue skip.
Oh, wait, okay, yeah.
No, and so he had to do the backup at the factory transport.
Ashley fishing. I have gotten a bite here once. No, twice. Like 1 frame bite. Like, oh, I barely saw it.
I don't think I ever have. I also don't fish there.
I always fish there.
We'll never get anywhere like this. I'm going to try hacking into
I just
Eve and
spin in
shutting him
circles.
down. Back me up, 2B.
On it.
We have Alice also finishing too. I actually think Alice is ahead of Ashley. I didn't notice this. Trying to clean up some streams.
Yep. Yeah, Xanadu and Alice are really close, and then it looks like Neferium and then Ashley. Along is also in the same movement section towards Core 2 as Ashley is.
Oh, streams are buffering. Oh god. My poor PC cannot handle this. I don't know why it was fine for like an hour 20.
Isom is doing a E-route void out for Emil. I'm confused.
Myth is also fighting Eve. Myth is also fighting Eve. Thanks for pointing that out. It's really hard to keep track of all the roles.
NFCS destroyed. Close range combat no longer operable.
Oh, Myth doing the old pod launch spear strats. Oh no!
Oh, and taking a death for it.
Those strats were a little better when you didn't have taunt +2, and I'm pretty sure she's running VC3.
I don't know if Myth is run. Oh yeah, I see the. I see the ban. They are.
Corrupted when Eve detached from the network.
Xanadu finishing up right now.
Oh man, Xander and Alice are
right alongside Alice.
That's crazy.
I can always reload my backup data from the bunker.
But you'll lose you, the you that exists at this very moment.
It looked like Myth was going to beat Alice, but there must have been, aside from the death in Eve, must have been some other form of time loss.
9S.
Maybe some mishaps with Core 2.
Oh my god, that was so close. What the heck? Alice and Xander also like.
Yeah, their cutscenes are basically in sync.
What the heck? I wonder how close it really was. We're gonna have to get a timer on that, a replay. All right, let's pull up this next one. I gotta switch quick.
Looking like Ashley and Alon both in their E fight. Myth trying their hardest to gun down Eve and took another death.
That's so sad.
I hexed everybody when I said that no one died to Eve yet.
I think it's because she's running taunt +2 using the old strat where you just fling your body into Eve. I wonder if she doesn't have any buffs left.
Oh, that's also a good point. Looks like trying desperately to find their body to restore their chips. Alright, and that's GG for Along.
Oh, Ashley's also doing this.
Oh, Ashley's going for that
spirit.
strat too. That makes me so nervous.
It's not that bad. It's a little sus.
I never really learned how to do it like effectively because I went from vanilla to VC3 pretty early.
Yeah, it's not
and
that
it was
bad.
really only viable for vanilla.
It just feels
Or I wouldn't
really
say viable,
sus.
but optimal in vanilla.
Definitely just with taunt +2, you're able to just shoot Eve and go and blow up, and it's
So
less sus.
a strategy you can use during this last phase when you're locked out of all your other options is instead of healing on reaction when you get hit by something, because on certain attacks it can happen really quickly, you can open your shortcut menu and just continue to spam your B button, and it will leave your shortcut menu up until you stop spamming, so you can just permanently mash heals through the last phase and face tank those balls a little easier. Did Myth take another death? They did.
Myth has been having an unfortunate time.
That's GG for Ashley.
And Alonge also finished.
Oh, Evil D getting stuck in the combat section in Factory. Riker making his way to the burning res camp. Looks like Scoofed is on his way to his Eve fight now. Which I believe he is now ahead. No, Tansu is going to Eve right now. Oh, and he got grabbed off the rip. That's unfortunate. Oh, we did it. Myth finally finally gunned him
Nice.
down. Which it is really hard to fault anybody for choking in this boss fight. It is notoriously awful. Definitely the highest potential to mess up, and it's also the last thing you have to do to end the run. So there's a little bit of added stress, especially if you're on a good pace.
Oh yeah.
That can cause some fatal errors in that boss fight.
Yeah, nerves for that always suck. Because one mistake and you're just done, like runs over.
Isom is fighting the karate master, Father Servo.
So Isom's on his own journey.
He is doing his own thing, and yeah.
I hope he wins. I have Tansu pulled up twice. I'm a genius. I'm very good at my job here.
I was about to say, somebody is literally neck and neck with Tansu right now.
No, that's just Tansu twice, and I entirely did the wrong thing.
Scoofed is in phase 2 of Ada or Eve right now. Riker finishing up his Bokushi.
Try not to miss people as they finish. Is really tough.
I'm doing my best.
It's really tough, man. And I'm just gonna put on general Nier music in the background because Amaze said he is streaming it, and I trust Amaze to not lie to me and stream something random.
It's all because of you.
But I am trying to play game audio too. Let's see.
Evil D is looking a little lost in Factory right now. Not quite. I looked away for a second.
Alert. NFCS destroyed. Close range combat no longer operable.
Evil D does look very lost.
I can't tell if this is what Lost looks like or I Gave Up looks like.
Yeah. But I can tell you what I just finished the A ending looks like, and that's what Tansu's doing right now.
GG's to him. And Scoofed will be following that.
I have gotten a DM from Evil D saying the towel has been thrown in.
Hey, Factory will do that to you.
It will.
From the network.
Trust me, I know.
No. It's
All right, who do we have next? I think we have
my backup data from the bunker.
Scoofed waiting for the end to trigger. We have Tansu who just finished.
But we can't.
Riker just beat
Slammin'
4-2, so
and
they'll be
Riker.
going into Eve.
So.
And Slammin' is on Core 1, looks like. So I think Riker and Slammin' will be next up.
Please, Tubi. I want you.
And I think that's it with Isom going on his own adventure.
The memes surrounding Slammin give him power. That is true. That unveils the last of the memes on this side, and they're fully unleashed. Oops, one of my green squares showed up. There, I got it, don't worry.
Oh, yeah, Scoofed is frozen on the Arthur meme.
I noticed that actually. I think I removed it already. Where is it? Yeah, I can't get it back. I hope Amaze actually playing Nier music. He messaged me and was like, hey, just put on my audio source. I'm playing Nier music. I'll throw up a meme. So I did, but I haven't confirmed. Alright, speaking of memes,
I just turned the volume on stream up just to double check. It does sound like Nier music.
Cool. He is, don't worry, okay. Oh, whoops, I need to get the thing out the way. There we go.
That sounds like something you would say when we should be worried.
Honestly, it does, yeah.
Yep, Riker should be finishing up soon, assuming he doesn't get clapped by Eve. And everyone trying to go for these pod launch strats. Honestly, at this point, I would say just take the time loss and, and just pop fire them.
I also don't think oh no, Slammin's getting the platforms. Slammin's also not running VC3, I noticed.
Yeah, I do believe Slammin is he's always done vanilla for A route. I don't think Riker has him taunted. Okay, there he goes. Oh no, he died right in. Oh, and Slammin got hit by the platform attack.
Platforms suck. I remember hating those. I used to get them all the time. You get them and you're like, well, great.
And it's very easy to get them in vanilla too, if you're not super well versed with the E-fight.
Because like you have to kind of get on them and get up there to go fight, and you're already like not used to doing that because you never want to get that in a run. So when you get it, you haven't practiced it, and it's just like, well, time to just lose.
Looks like so people are posting the times in the Discord. I'll give off like what the top runners ended up at, minus the delays. So Percy was very convincingly first with a 1:18:58. Crazy Land a 1:19:51. So just a minute ahead or a minute behind Percy. That's very impressive. Icarus with the 1:20:25, and then it looks like we get into the 1:25 plus after that.
I realized I could make their screens bigger now, but then you wouldn't get to see the memes, and I feel like I've been waiting this long to show these memes, so
The memes are necessary.
Yeah, so sorry.
This was never about the screen.
Yeah, I don't have the technology to make these screens any bigger, actually. And if I did, I promise you they're not streaming at a bitrate that would look good. So.
It looks like Slammin should be getting into phase 3 without any issues. And then it's just a matter of...
He's absorbing the life force of whatever's left.
Shooting him down.
never get anywhere like this.
Slammin' running very low on buffs, so hopefully he doesn't have to do this again.
Protecting Unit 9S while he hacks the system.
The enemy is connected to a vast network. Analysis. The actions of Unit 9S have an unacceptably low probability of success. Enemy unit cut off from network functionality.
Okay, now they're both in phase 3.
That should be Eve going down very soon for Riker. Very
Nice.
close.
GG.
Doesn't look like Slammin' has Eve taunted yet. Which, to be fair, is very annoying to do in this last section.
Yeah, Eve in the last section's just annoying. Nice, that's Riker.
Dude, Eve is not being nice to Slammin'. This guy is breakdancing in the air above him. Oh, please heal. Please heal. Oh my goodness.
Taunted. Wasn't taunted. It's okay. No buffs.
Okay, he's taunted now, so...
But no buffs.
Oh, it doesn't look like he has any heals left.
Oh,
no.
Oh. Alert. NFCS destroyed. Close range combat no longer operable.
This is very sketch with no buffs.
This is so scary. He has... Wait,
Oh,
he does have... He has heals.
He has buffs too. He just buffed. Hallelujah. I'm sitting here like no buffs is insane for this. At least it's not Taunt plus 2. And apparently Slammin's controller's not doing too great.
Oh, that's rough. Couple more shots should finish it off for Slammin'.
Come on, Eve. Stop trolling. Oh.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, that was some awful Eve RNG.
Oh, and that's time. Oh, shoot.
That is time.
I'm going to it. I'm going to it. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it. Stop.
It's okay.
Under 2 hours for everyone but Isom, who is on a side quest. 22 runners started, 20 finished the game. That's crazy.
That is really impressive.
What a turnout, man.
Do you have any closing remarks that you want to add, Rod?
I don't. Amay, do you have any closing remarks you want to do since you organized this? I don't know if Amay's still on or if you walked off. Oh, you walked off. Okay. No, I don't have anything. Thanks for having me. It was a great time.
Yeah, this was super fun. Very fun run to
there's Amay.
commentate. I won't lie that I have a little bit of a headache after trying to keep track of all those streams. But,
yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up and supporting, and anyone that donated to the charity. If you liked what you saw in the run and want to be part of things like this in the future, check out sponsoredbydrakengard.com. That'll
Heck
give
yeah.
you a link to our Discord, and we are always so excited to have new runners come and play our game. We have tons of tutorials and people willing to help. Yeah, thank you, Fuddle Bob. But yeah, that's it for me. Anything? I saw May, you joined the channel.
I just want to point out real quick, Isom actually did just get an ending too, so.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Go ahead, May.
Yeah, I'd just like to say a big thank you to everybody who turned up, and a big thank you to Really Longafun for letting us do very crazy stuff like this every year. So, thank you very much.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, now who's on Parsec to take us to intermission?
That is between you two.